This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We dive into the world of local author Donald L. Marino and his Return of the Shadows series next. Hello friends, and thank you for watching. I'm Ken Kara, and let's get to the local information. The victim of a fatal hit and run in Shenandoah has been identified. 36-year-old Christian Perez Gonzalez of Monterey City was killed on State Route 924 on Saturday morning around 5:20 a.m. Police have identified the driver as well, but have not released their name because of the ongoing investigation. Anyone who witnessed the incident or who has information is asked to call State Police at Frackville at 570-874-5300. A local author has created an entire fantasy world where the balance of good and evil is upset and humanity is in trouble. He talks with our Lisa Sugart in today's news feature.
Well, you may have seen him on the Sam Lassant show, but now we're doing a follow-up to see how his books are going. I'm talking about Donald L. Marino, who is a local author who lives in the Hazleton, Freeland area. Donald, thank you so much for joining us today. I saw your books out and about at the Freeland Diner when I was having dinner there one night, was intrigued by them, so I thought, you need to come on SSPTV News, and you agreed. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for having me. Well, I've been in the Hazleton, Freeland area since about 2000. I'm originally from Central PA, but I love living in this area. It's got a lot of great people, a lot of talented people. And I spent 4 years in the Army after high school. I was in the first Gulf War, and then after that, I moved here. So,
wow. Well, thank you for your service there as well. So now you got into writing books. So is that something you always wanted to do, always had a love of?
Yeah, ever since when I was in high school, my senior year, during study hall, I had to find something to do. So I started writing, and I wrote a Hardy Boys style book then. And my English teacher got wind of it, and she told me to turn it in for extra credit. So she actually gave me an A the last marking period for English. So that worked out well for me.
So
yeah.
Right now you have a series of books, Return of the Shadows, book 1 called The Chosen, book 2, Under Attack, and book 3, The Final Stand. So tell us how you got the ideas for this. And you told me it started out as 1 book and ended up being 3.
Yeah, I love fantasy. I've always loved fantasy, magic and elves and all those fairy creatures. And I've started actually several different books and never finished any of them. And then I wrote this one, and a friend of mine at work, Mary Jean, she loved it and was reading every chapter as I was writing it. And the original book, all 3 books were 1 book, and I had sent them out to publishers and didn't really get any response. And then I decided to go a different route, and that's when I broke it into 3 books. I wanted to bring in some characters earlier than I had them. And I thought, people might pick up a smaller book from a new author rather than a larger one. So it seems to be working out well.
How's it going with the books? Are you pleased with what people are saying about them?
Yeah, I am. I've gotten a lot of good compliments on it. People are really enjoying them. Hollywood Book Review, if you go to my site, donaldlmarino.com, Hollywood Book Review has a book review on book 2, which is an amazing review. So it's been really fun, and it's great to hear comments on the books. I love hearing what people like and don't like, and the characters they love and the characters they hate.
People can actually come out and meet the author and hear from you, because you're going to be making an appearance, you told me, at the Hazleton Area Public Library. I believe that's on February 24th. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. If you're going to come to the library, they ask that you contact them so that they can get your name down. That way, if there's something happens that it has to be rescheduled, they can contact you. But yeah, the 24th at 6 o'clock, I'm going to talk a little bit about the books, about myself. I'm going to read a passage from the books, and then I'll be signing books and talking to people.
For someone who's not familiar with the books, I should say, give us just a little brief synopsis about kind of what the story is about a little bit.
the balance of good and evil has tipped in favor of the goddess Hel, and she's unleashed a troll army onto the earth. And the four races have to work with her sister goddess, the goddess Atla, to restore the balance of good and evil before the goddess Hel destroys them.
Do you plan on writing more?
I do. Actually, I'm working on the next series. It takes place about 70 years after this series ends. And it's going to be even better. My writing, I feel like, is getting better as I'm going along. So I'm so enjoying it. I get to work with some of the same characters again, which, these are my babies. So I'm really enjoying that.
So for people watching right now, if they want to get your book, I know you could get it at the Freeland Diner. You said when it's available, because they do sell out. Where else can you get it?
If you go to my website, donaldelmarino.com, there's links there. And it'll take you to either Barnes & Nobles or Amazon to purchase it. And I'll have them, of course, at the library when I go there. I'm looking at a date in February for the Berwick Library. I'm going to be there. I'm talking to Barnes & Nobles in Wilkes-Barre to go there. So I've got a lot of things in the works. And if you, again, watch my website, I have an events page. I'll be posting where I'm going to be. And I'm always have books wherever I'm at.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service on Tuesday. Partly sunny with a high near 29 degrees. Wind gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. On Tuesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 7 degrees. Wind chill values as low as -2. On Wednesday, sunny with a high near 14 degrees. Wednesday night, mostly clear with a low around -3 degrees. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 22 degrees. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 13 degrees. Friday, a 30% chance of snow showers before 1 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 29 degrees. And Friday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 8 degrees. Jose and Guerrera and the Hazleton area boys basketball team are rolling. Here's the SSPTV standard speaker scoreboard. Guerrera led a comeback in a big conference win over Wilkes-Barre area on Friday. Then on Saturday, he scored a career-high 31 points in a win over Lancaster McCaskey in a non-league game. Dave Seaman has much more on both of these exciting games at standardspeaker.com. The Hazleton area boys bowling team is still undefeated this season. They beat Governor Mifflin recently. Evan Perkowski had a 3-game score of 655, and Andrew Barron had a 615 for the Cougars. In swimming, the Tamaqua boys moved to a perfect 4-0 in the Schuylkill League with a win over Schuylkill Haven. Jathan Krall won the 200 and 500 freestyle events, and Brandon Long won the 50 free and the 100 backstroke. Coming up, Marion Catholic High School makes a splash with their latest fundraiser, and later, motorsport journalist Dino Alberto recaps this year's Eastern Motorsport Press Association convention.
Parents and children are invited to learn more about an MMI education at MMI Prep's Exploration Day event on January 29th at 9 a.m. Space is limited for the event, so registration is required. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Mary and Elizabeth Gerber, age 84, of Hazleton. A service will be held on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. at Zion Stone Church in New Ringgold. The Hillary J. Bottom Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. William C. Minnick, age 78, of Harwood. Mass will be on Thursday at 10 a.m. at St. Mary's Byzantine Catholic Church. The Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Evelyn L. Ricklitis, age 85, of West Hazleton. Services will be held at the convenience of the family under the Frank J. Bonham Funeral Home.
Tonight's obituaries are being brought to you in part by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory, with 2 locations in Rockland and in Drums, 570-384-3312 or 570-788-0977, and go to harmonfuneral.com.